Welcome to my YouTube channel, In the Realms of Pseudo. So the topic for today is going to be the extended version of what is a frenemy. And we have a number of points to look out for. I tend to be very thorough and in-depth, so I'm going to really try to just stick to the outline because I can easily go from 0 to 100 in a millisecond. So one of my jokes is I say I'm fifth dimension, I say I skipped second and third and went straight to fifth. So we're going to try to keep it on the wraps today, at least for now. So we covered the definition of what a frenemy is. It is a friend who is not so much your friend. It is a friend who is an enemy. And the original root of the word of enemy is a not friend, meaning not a friend. So a frenemy is someone who poses as a friend, really intends to do you harm, and is not a friend, is really your enemy. Go back and watch the shorter video on what is a frenemy. It's just a shorter video where I go over the actual definition. So it's like so awesome. I didn't even really understand that until I kind of looked it up myself, what an enemy is. So a frenemy, and the reason we need to know this is because a frenemy can cause you real harm. And so what we really want to do is teach you how to protect yourself, teach you how to maybe observe things that you weren't able to observe before, or learn how to identify things so that you can protect yourself. And so we're going to just start with number one. And usually the points are going to be in no particular order. This one actually is in particular order. This is actually number one. Number one on how you can spot a frenemy is you feel it. You feel something in your gut. You feel uncomfortable around them or even thinking about them. You feel it in your gut. And so I'm going to try to go through the points a little quickly so that I tend to just like go off into like third, fourth, fifth dimension. So I'm going to really try to stick to the outline. You feel it in your gut. I'm going to make another video on what the gut feeling actually is. And it has to do with your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind picks up millions of bits of information per day, per hour, like per second, and your conscious mind, your conscious and your subconscious mind, they don't actually speak to each other in the moment. They do have a way, obviously, that they have to communicate with each other. They have to let each other know that they're there. But really what it is the subconscious mind is in the background. It's like the computer program. And then it sends info to the conscious mind. So the conscious awareness is completely different from the subconscious mind. So they don't really speak to each other in just the way that I can kind of explain it to kind of get it more understandable. But your subconscious mind does speak to you. Yes, it does. And it comes out in the way of the gut feeling. That is what the gut feeling is. So I'll do another video on that. But basically, number one, how to spot your frenemy or how to know you have a frenemy in your midst. You feel it. Your subconscious mind is talking. It's talking. You feel it in your gut. Number two, the frenemy has other best friends that ostracize you or do not include you. So basically, your friend or someone you think is really close to, maybe you might even think is one of your best friends. Your friend has other friends in which you're not quite in their circle. You start to see that maybe you and your friend who are like this, but your friend has other friends where they're tighter in their circle. You might even be feeling left out. So anyway, number two was your frenemy has other best friends or other friends or other friend circles that kind of don't include you. That's another tip. Three, there is a contrast. And if any of these start to ring a bell, please put in the comments anything that you were touched by the information or that I'm right on target or I'm leaning in the right direction. Put it in the comments. Number three, there is a contrast, very likely a sharp contrast, as to how there's a sharp contrast between how you think they are your friend and how they actually treat you. So there's some type of contrast there, where if you actually broke it down and you actually journaled about any situation that happened between you and this frenemy, And I'm very much for journaling. I'll make another video about that. I plan to. There's a contrast between how they treat you and how you think they are your friend. There is a contrast. A real friend will not treat you, but usually will not treat you in the manner that they are treating you. But usually, again, that would take some conscious awareness, and you might not be there yet. If you arrived at this video, it could be because you're suspecting it, or you may already know it, but you don't really know it, if that makes sense. Okay, 4. We're going ahead to 4. You may, this is a big one, they're all going to actually be big ones. You may have considered that they are jealous of you. It may also have been a fleeting thought in the back of your mind. A fleeting thought. I'll make another video on jealousy. Like, oh my God, this thought is just like too juicy. You may have considered that they are jealous of you. You may have pushed down the idea. We're going to go to 5. So now, okay, before I go to 5, I want you to know, this is a good time. There was a note that I wrote on my outline. Having a frenemy and the signs that they show, they are going to overlap. The signs that they show are going to overlap with jealousy, obsession, narcissism, and other unhealthy dynamics in a relationship. Keep that in mind. Your frenemy can very well be someone you are related to. Your frenemy can very well be a narcissist. It doesn't have to necessarily be that they overlap, but these things may overlap. Okay? They may not be a narcissist, but your frenemy may very well have been someone else's frenemy. And they may have narcissistic traits and have begun to act on them. So let's go to number 5. We're going to go ahead to number 5. There's just some food for thought there. Again, let me know in the comments if you are understanding what I'm saying, if it's relating to you in some kind of way. Number 5, last minute plans. They may include you in last minute plans with a friend group. So what that means, and this one is kind of complex. It means with the frenemy, they intended to do you harm when they do this one. It means that they have a group of friends that is not your group of friends. It is their primary group of friends. And then they needed time. They took time to think about how they're going to embarrass you with this friend group. And then they do eventually invite you to an event, but they invite you last minute. So them inviting you last minute with a group of friends is something to look out for. Events take planning. So when you are invited last minute, and it's just not a good deal. Just pay attention to that. I can go off more about that, but I want to kind of stick to this so that we can get some results here, so that we can get to the conclusion for you, and that will be to give that frenemy the boot. Number 6, makes you feel guilty or bad about yourself, or somehow shifts the blame on you when it comes to something that happened. They can do it in a strategic way. They can do it amongst other friends. They may even set up a situation where they put others against you, and they suddenly come to your defense. Or they come to your aid. There's a lot of dynamics when it comes to someone who is malicious. And so number 6 was, they may make you feel guilty. You may not realize that it was them, but it was indeed them. Go back and review the situation. And this one is really difficult to probably put your finger on, but you feel bad or you feel guilty about a situation that they set you up in. 7, they embarrass you. They straight up embarrass you, or you end up feeling embarrassed in something due to something in relation, because of something in relation to what they did, due to something that they did. They may embarrass you in a subtle way. They may bring up something embarrassing about you that you relate to them, that you may not quite have said it was a secret, but that they may have known that you did not want to divulge, or that you did not want want shared with people. And then you downplay it because you think it's a accident and you think it's your friend, but you kind of were like, ooh, like what's going on? She said that about me, but you're trying to play it cool. So yes, number 7, they embarrass you in subtle ways. One of the ways you'll know it also, tip is there's a difference between laughing with you and laughing at you. So when you are embarrassed, you might feel they're laughing at you, but in a way think they're laughing with you. But again, back to number 1, which is actually number 1, you feel it in your gut. We're going to go to number 8 now. We're going to move along. They take and share bad photos of you. Let's say you had a breakup and you had a boyfriend that actually had video of you and he shares it. Suppose he had nudie pics of you and he goes and he shares it. That's a clear sign that he has become a frenemy. I mean, he hasn't become actually an obsessive stalker boyfriend at this point. I mean, he have been maybe like stalking you or taking revenge. But if it's a frenemy who is not a mate, let's say a friend, male to male or female to female, and they put disfavorable photos of you, that's also a sign because again, they don't like you. They're doing things because they're doing things to you because they don't like you. 9, we're moving along to 9. Has you show up to an event wearing inappropriate clothes. This is like crazy that I'm getting so many crazy points out of this. I have heard stories with some of my friends where their friend, or so they thought was a friend, was really a frenemy, but was actually a narcissist, wanted them to dress up a certain way to go to an event that they were going to go to. But it turned out that the frenemy didn't even go to the event. And some of the friend group did dress according to the way that the friend told them to dress up. It's if it hasn't happened to you, if it has been suggested to you and you didn't do it, sometimes you think it's your friend and it happens to you subtly, where you go to this event and they tell you a perfect example. Oh, it's not a formal event. Just wear your jeans. And then you come to the event and it's a freaking high-end formal event and everyone's dressed to the nines. That's kind of a little bit, not 100%, may not always happen. It could be that you're a person who always dresses down. But really, it's in your best interest if they tell you how to dress. But in this case, a friend of me purposefully tells you how to dress, and it is wrong for the event. Totally wrong. Number 10. You may have noticed that you have become emotionally dysregulated around this person, or this person tends to be able to have the key to emotionally dysregulate you. That's not a real friend. And we can go down the rabbit hole on that, and we probably will at some point in another video about emotional dysregulation and what that really is a sign of. It's a trigger. So we're going to go on to 11. You may have considered, sign that this person is a frenemy, you may have considered that this person is actually a narcissist. This person may actually be a family member. And so that's going to be the last one. We're going to leave it there. You may have considered that this frenemy was obsessing over you. It's just like weird thoughts in the back of your mind that are not full blown, but you may have considered other things that overlap with this person, such as they don't like you, they're actually a narcissist, and you may feel weird about it because they might be your cousin. So we're gonna cut this off. Let me know if I was on the right track and if any of these points touched home with you. It's a very, very real thing. I suggest you go and read the definition that I made about what is a frenemy. It's the shorter version, and you're gonna really, really like that. And please post comments. I'm gonna try to keep the videos short, and hit on some points. Let me know how I'm doing, and post whatever you like in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. Yeah, I always stop mid-sentence of what I'm saying because my mind goes in so many different directions. And it's almost like it can just go here or there or here or there, and I see certain things pop up It almost makes me think of the quantum world, which is so funny. But yeah, so that's why I do that, and I apologize if I do it. I'm gonna try to control it. Um, Sometimes I think of more points that come up, and then I have to shut them out, write them down, maybe add them in the video, and just be short with them. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And thank you for being here. Really enjoyed you being here. See you around in the quantum world. Bada bing, bada ba. Have a great night. Bye bye.